What's good, everybody? I'm Will Knight.
I'm J.T. Wolf. What's
and
up?
And we just survived an encounter with the clown. You know what happens when clowns start popping up in your sewers and people start disappearing and things just get down real crazy? Well, you're going to find out right after you cue our intro. Yes, everybody, we just got out of seeing it after its premiere debut. Yeah, the movie premiere. Yeah, that's right. We actually did see it on the premiere time.
Yeah.
Nice. We're doing good. We're getting better at this.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit better. We can't do this all the time, guys, but we can
we
do it sometimes. Sometimes when it's like important movies like It, Stephen King.
You the man.
Cult classic. Yes.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
he just came out with one with Dark Tower.
Yeah, you know they connected.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know, that's crazy, right?
It makes sense to me.
Yep.
Shoot, all the stuff that they be fighting in Dark Tower. But anyway, yes, we just got out of seeing It 2017, and we were kind of thrown back. There were some things in there that we gotta say, legit scary. I don't even, look at me, I can't even talk.
Still got them chill bumps, man.
Oh, shoot. But yes, there's some things in there that are legit scary. There are some things in there that they really capitalize on the horror, and then there are some things in there that's, well, just goofy. Like, and there ain't no other way to put it. It's just probably should have cut that. But we gonna get into at least some of that stuff so that we can get you guys hyped about possibly seeing it, or if you should stay away from it at all. So let's go into some negative stuff. If you had to say some negative things, one negative thing, one prime negative thing that stood out to you.
I guess how they handled the bully.
Oh, the psycho in training.
Yes, yeah. Mini psycho. Yeah.
Kid Joker out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he probably.
They could have handled, like, they built him up so much through that where it made you think he was serious. Then that ending, they just snatch it away. I would rather them keep it like on a believable level. Yes, that believable level. Because
you're right. He got like cartoonish towards the end. Like not even a good cartoon, like a bad cartoon.
He went through a serious wave of a cartoon and hit one slump that made him think he was on one of those kiddie cartoon channels.
Yeah, I can. I don't know about a kiddie one because he's over here.
Well,
maybe South Park, where it's like the humor is very straightforward, but at the same time, like it's not like child humor to put it. Yeah, okay. Because I was about to say, after all the stuff that he was doing, he tried to carve his name into something. I ain't see that as a kid. I mean, it could have been there.
I ain't see it neither.
I was about to say, I don't know what you watched as a kid, but I don't know. But I do agree. Yeah, he's not really believable, and the fact that the story tries to rope him into being like a secondary antagonist, it's not necessary. They already have a freaking supernatural mutant clown to deal with. They don't need Joe Schmo on the street that wants to shoot at cats.
Yeah, he was about to do that, man.
Yeah, we already know he got problems. But I think that the issue that you have with him really ties into the issue that I had with pacing. Because a lot of his moments were things that took me out of the movie. Because they didn't feel like they belonged. Like, the movie sets up like a track. And things escalate and then they de-escalate. That's going to happen, especially in horror movies. That happens all the time. But there were a lot of times where you really went into weird levels of escalation and de-escalation to the point where I'm just like, I'm not really scared anymore. I'm more just confused about what's happening. And so I'm just watching it rather than just feeling the impact of it.
Right.
That happens way too much.
Choppy parts through the line that they were going through.
Yep, especially at the end. Like it hits hard in the climax to the point where it's just like, I understand what the feeling of that moment is supposed to be. And I also understand that I didn't feel it. I know what they're going for, but at the same time,
you didn't feel it at the same time.
Yeah, no, it didn't hit home to me.
I got you.
But that's not to say that it's all bad. There were some good things in there.
It was a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little.
Like, if you could say, go ahead, just rope us in here. What are some good things that you thought?
One of the good things, I love the CGI. I love the special effects.
Okay.
And I enjoyed how they handled the clown from just the fear that you see within a clown times 20.
Yeah. They did a really good job, like from the basics of like how his eyes weren't even always on you. They were like kind of lopsided sometimes, except for the fact when he was directly talking to you,
you could see it.
Like you could see him staring into you, almost
staring down to your soul.
There were just small details that I think that they hit and accented really well with like all their CGI and stuff. Because you're right, a lot of times they don't do CGI that well.
No.
Especially in horror.
Like the first I think it was 90s or 80s that they did it. They didn't hit most of the effects like they did in this one. Like it was like a starting point. And I guess when they got a hold of it, they were like, all right, let's go all out on this. And it showed the effects that they wanted to have through this movie that really grabbed my attention. Like, I knew there was going to be some freaky stuff, but I didn't know it was going to be as freaky as it was.
That's fair.
Like, I love it when a movie, especially a scary movie, would give me chills. Dang, I still have them. Give me chills. Where it's like I'm about to melt out of my chair of fear. That's where they went.
Fair. Man, I guess. And to capitalize on that, I think that the characterization of the main characters was all really good. Like, that was really solid. Yeah. They were extremely believable. They were like acceptable to a degree. Right. Like, it took a little bit to really understand who they were and what they would be bringing to the table. But after you accept like who they are, because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, each of the characters will throw you off the first time you see them, because there's something off about every one of them. But when they start coming together and you see them mesh, they're like puzzle pieces. They just fit.
That just how they were. It was like they were puzzle pieces scattered everywhere. Yeah. The more that they knew each other, the more they started to build within that puzzle. I
cool. Really dug that, and
that was deep.
They really feel like characters that could represent real people. Like I could almost see myself in them at certain points, and I like that feeling.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
So if you had to rate it, what would you give?
I'd give it a must-see.
Would you really? Okay.
Yeah. Like if you're a fan of Stephen King and his books, and you've seen some of the earlier movies towards his books, if they decide to do a remake, y'all should definitely check it out, because stuff that you see from the original with what they're doing now, you have something to debate. And when you debate it, it's like, okay, there's things I like from this, there's things I like from that. I like how they took stuff from this and twisted it to make it believable to the scenario of now. Like, I felt if they would have did this movie earlier than this year, probably say 2014, 2015, I wouldn't get the attention towards it as I would now. Okay. Like, because the effects pertain to now. Basically, when it comes to the effects, like for me, I love doing makeup design, special effects. Seeing that on the screen is like, yo, that's really good. Like it draws you in. Okay. So I would say it's a must see.
Fair. All right, that's pretty good. Pretty good outlook. I'm gonna have to go with a watch list.
Watch list?
Yeah. Okay. I by no means like hated the movie, and there's not much that I can say is necessarily wrong with it. It's just what I do find wrong with it are big parts of the movie. And so it kind of takes me out of it from being like anything higher than like a 3 out of 5-ish scenario. I think that it's something, especially this time of year, that people should be watching as we're getting close to like Halloween and everything. As the countdowns, I think this is a great addition to this time of year. And I think that it had a lot of things in it that were just really positive. I didn't expect to come from this remake. At the same time, there were other things that just traditionally in movies you try to avoid having, that I feel like because they were doing a remake, they felt that they could overlook, or that they didn't really look as hard into as they should have. And because of that, it brings it down to a watch list for me. But it's in no means bad. Like, I definitely didn't waste money. I didn't come out angry. I got some legitimate scares. I can't say that I necessarily saw things coming. It's just the way they pulled off everything wasn't always scary. Watch list. Now I gotta roll out of the safety of your car here into the dark unknown. You see that one little light out there?
Why ain't they have this light up, man?
I don't know, but I'm about to venture out here. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the review. If you didn't, there's a dislike button, but it's right next to the like button. So if you're aiming for the dislike button, just sneeze a little bit. Press the one like right next to it. And if you liked it anyway, hit that like button and leave a comment down below telling us what you thought. Also, subscribe and become an agent in the PlusU Brigade so that you can help light the fuse on content you want to see. I'm Will Knight.
I'm J.T. Wolf.
Be brave, be bold, be you, and hopefully we'll be in your future.
And watch out for clowns.
Always. They're not to be trusted.
Yep. Stay away from gutters too. Those sewer
lines. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say. People that are too happy.
Just don't go out in the rain. Yeah. Basically.
Why would you go out in the rain? That don't even make the chop. I'm gonna say bye, people. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.